Have you ever sat down to answer emails or maybe write that essay and suddenly an hour has gone by and you realize you haven't really made much progress at all? That, my friends, is what psychologists call shift cost. And secretly, it's one of the biggest reasons for why we feel overwhelmed and scattered. More popularly, this is called multitasking. And I hate to break it to you, but you are not as fast and efficient as you think you are when you're doing multiple things at once. When we switch between different tasks, our speed and our accuracy drops. Your brain isn't built to handle constant switching. It needs time to reorient itself every time you move from one task to the next. And that lost time and focus is what we call shift cost. Think about it as your brain having to reload every time that you switch a window on your computer. The more you toggle between windows, the slower the computer runs, and the more likely your computer is going to crash. Now, let's talk about cognitive flexibility. That's your ability to switch between tasks. You might have seen my other videos on this, but just in case, let's have a quick recap. If you want more information, check out these videos. Cognitive flexibility is an amazing skill when we use it intentionally, and it comes at a cost when we're using it constantly. For example, you're watching YouTube and you're doing your homework. Your brain has to inhibit the previous task in order to focus on the new one. And that's why you make more errors and it takes longer for you to get the work done. So, what's this mean? If you're repeating the same task over and over, your brain is fast. But if your brain is switching between different tasks, your brain is slower and it's more error prone. Even tiny tasks like checking your notifications or looking to see who sent you a text, all of those tiny switches add up. In one experiment, people who alternated between writing letters and numbers took 10 times longer than those people who just had to list out the letters and then list out the numbers. So, yes, maybe your brain does feel efficient when you're multitasking, but you have to do double the work in half the time, and you're paying for it later with frustration and fatigue. So, what does this mean for students? Or really anyone who's trying to get things done in such a distracted world? And this video really is not about shaming multitasking. I get it. There's a lot to be done, and we feel like we have to do it right now. It's about understanding why we do it. Why are we multitasking? Sometimes we're shifting away from a boring task because our brain is seeking dopamine. That's that little hit of excitement and joy that comes from doing something new. So instead of forcing focus, let's figure out a way to make things just a little bit more exciting and enjoyable. Maybe that means putting on some headphones and listening to a study playlist. Maybe that means working in short sprints. So something like using the Pomodoro method might be really useful for you. Or maybe you have to start rewarding yourself for all the hard work that you're doing. And honestly, that's a really important one. So I might have to make another video just about giving ourselves rewards. And when you need to deep focus, set boundaries. Silence your devices, close your tabs, and protect that brain space like it's sacred because honestly, it really is. So here's what I want you to know about shift cost. Multitasking does not equal productivity. It feels good, but it's going to slow you down. Task shifting means a mental reset. Every switch is going to drain your focus. Awareness is more important than avoidance. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to be intentional. And frankly, there are going to be days because of our environment, because of things we can't control, because of things we're looking forward to or are excited about, that our focus is going to be just disjointed some days more than others. And that's normal. When we understand our brain's limits, we can plan smarter, not harder. If this video hits home, take a minute and think about, what are your shift costs? What tasks are pulling you away most often? What's one boundary you can set for yourself this week to slow down all the shift cost and really honor your brain? If you found this helpful, please give the video a like and subscribe to My Favorite Coach. And you know what? Go ahead and share this with a friend too, especially that friend who says that they are great at multitasking. Let's help more people work with their brains and not against them.